Elon Musk has now announced that he is going to sign a new CEO. This person is apparently named Linda Yaccarino. She is the head of advertising for NBC Universal. She's the chairman of global advertising and partnerships at NBCU. She's been there for more than a decade. She's been an industry advocate for finding better ways to measure the effectiveness of advertising. Now, presumably the reason that Musk is doing this is twofold. One, the Tesla stock has been dropping because he's not putting his attention on Tesla. He's focused in on Twitter, for which he spent some $44 billion, which is a wild overpay. I mean, that is like a Hulu series special Elizabeth Holmes level overpay for Twitter. I mean, it's not worth a fraction of that. But good for Elon Musk because he's at least freed Twitter for people to actually use without having to worry that if they call a man, they might be banned. He's now talking about putting somebody there who actually will bring in the revenue because, let's be real, Twitter is going to be reliant on advertising revenue. He said that he had hired a new CEO. He didn't say who it was on Twitter. He said she'll be starting in about 6 weeks. So who exactly is Linda Yaccarino? Well, there are a lot of people who are upset because she is apparently associated with the World Economic Forum. Now, to be fair to Yaccarino, the World Economic Forum is a disgrace and a horrible place. Also, there are a wide variety of people who have attended like a World Economic Forum festival. I mean, like there are a lot of people on all sides. If she went there to yell at people or to discuss with people why they are wrong, I don't see it as a huge issue. So the fact that she's associated with the World Economic Forum raises flags, obviously, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's on the side of the hardcore political left. Again, according to the Washington Post, the fact that she has worked with the WEF, a lot of people are saying that's a sign she'll return Twitter to its old ways, but presumably Musk would not allow any of that to happen. He's still going to be the boss, and he's capable of firing her. He said the platform's commitment to open source transparency and accepting a wide range of viewpoints remains unchanged. She was appointed by Donald Trump to serve a 2-year term on his council on sport, fitness, and nutrition as well. On the other hand, she was also a member of the Ad Council and partnered with the Biden White House to create a COVID vaccine campaign featuring Pope Francis. Musk and Yaccarino are apparently friendly. They appeared on stage together in Miami Beach just a couple of weeks ago. If you look at her Twitter follows, she follows a lot of right-wing figures, including me. For full disclosure, I don't know her. I've never met her. I don't know much about her. Suffice it to say that Musk is going to remain in control of the company. Appointing a CEO to try to monetize his company doesn't seem like the worst thing. We don't know how Yaccarino is going to ask, but the proof is going to be in the pudding is all I would suggest. So I'll withhold judgment until I see actually how she does as CEO of Twitter. You never know when breaking news is going to hit, which means that my cell phone coverage better be really good because I may be anywhere and I got to make sure that I can pick up the phone and make sure that I know what is going on. This is why I rely on Pure Talk. Pure Talk is giving you a free 5G Samsung Galaxy phone without the feeling you've been duped. See, here's the thing. When you go to one of these other guys, they give you that quote-unquote free phone, and then you start out feeling great, and then come the hefty activation fees and the 4-line requirements, and of course, the binding contract. When you switch to Pure Talk's unlimited talk, text, and data plan, it comes with a mobile hotspot. You get a 5G Samsung Galaxy for free, and it's at a fraction of the price of Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. Here's another thing. You'll be on America's most dependable 5G network. I know because I'm a customer. I take my calls on Pure Talk. Make the switch over to Pure Talk. It's the cell phone wireless company I'm proud to stand behind because they're proud to stand behind our mission here at the Daily Wire. Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team helped me make the switch in as little as 10 minutes. I was even able to keep my phone number. Just go to puretalk.com/Shapiro for your free Samsung Galaxy when you sign up for unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data. That's puretalk.com/Shapiro. Pure Talk is wireless for Americans by Americans. Go check them out right now. A good life insurance plan will give you some peace of mind. And you can see that all of this is chaotic and insane. A good life insurance plan can give you the peace of mind that if something happens to you, your family will have a safety net to cover mortgage payments, college costs, or other expenses. Life insurance through your workplace might not offer enough protection for your family's needs. It won't follow you if you leave your job. Since life insurance typically gets more expensive as we age, now would be the time to buy. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare life insurance quotes from top companies and find your lowest price. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies that start at just $25 per month for $1 million of coverage. Some options offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid those unnecessary medical exams. I have life insurance. Everyone should have life insurance. It's just the responsible thing to do. Policy Genius's licensed agents work for you, not the insurance companies, which means they have no incentive to recommend one insurer over another. You can trust their guidance. There are no added fees. Your personal information remains private. Your loved ones deserve that financial safety net, and you deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head on over to policygenius.com/Shapiro or click the link in the description. Get your free life insurance quotes. See how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/Shapiro. Policygenius.com/Shapiro. The Trump campaign has issued a new ad. It is hilarious to watch the Trump campaign run an entirely separate campaign from Donald Trump. Like, it's actually really, really funny. So Donald Trump's campaign is, Agent Carroll is the worst, terrible, horrible person. Alvin Bragg, they call him Alvin Bragg. He's terrible. Why is he browsing? Horseface, Stormy Daniels, Horseface. They call her Horseface. And that, like, 2020 election, rigged, stolen, unbelievable. They took it. They stole it from him. They stole it from you. Right, that's what Donald Trump is personally doing. Meanwhile, his campaign is over here being like, let's talk about the issues. So here is Donald Trump's campaign ad, which is good. His campaign is doing the right thing. Donald Trump's campaign is just Festivus, right? It's just the grievance festival of Donald Trump. Meanwhile, his campaign is running like an actual campaign. So here is his campaign ad.
It's morning again in America. And thanks to Joe Biden, our borders are now wide open for all to come. Our schools free from parental involvement. Mediocre male athletes now given the opportunity to compete unfairly. Under Biden's unprecedented inflation, the hope of home ownership gone, and young adults forced to abandon seeking the American dream to live in their parents' basement longer. Biden's disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan left billions in weapons behind and American lives taken. Our police ranks now shrinking, yet Biden spends billions creating an army of 80,000 new IRS agents. Why would we ever accept the incompetence and weakness of Biden when we could have the freedom, security, and economic prosperity we enjoyed just 3 years ago?
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Okay, so like Trump's campaign ad, that's like about Joe Biden, you noticed. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is like, want to talk about me? Want to talk about me? Ooh. Okay, well, I mean, that's going to be your choice. I mean, for Republican primary voters, you can enjoy Trump. I enjoyed the hell out of him the other night on CNN. I mean, it was very entertaining. But do you want the campaign to be about Joe Biden or do you want to be about Donald Trump? So meanwhile, Ron DeSantis over in Florida, who has not yet declared for the presidency, but will, I would assume, any day now, he's continuing to hammer against Joe Biden. Right, so he did a presser the other day. He banned all vax mandates for COVID in the state of Florida. And he said these vaccine mandates were not about controlling COVID. They were about controlling your behavior.
The administrative state trying to deprive people of the right to put food on the table for their family. That you either do this or you don't work or you don't eat. That was a disgrace to this country that they tried to do that. And we fought them every step of the way on that. But I think the fact that you see that shows you for sure these restrictions and these mandates, the purpose of them was not to safeguard your health. The purpose of them was to control your behavior.
Well, of course, that is true. Now, listen, is Ron DeSantis as entertaining a person as Donald Trump? No. I mean, I'm not sure there has ever been a person as entertaining as Donald Trump. Like, if you take all the Hollywood product for the last 20 years and combine it into one movie, it's still not as entertaining as Donald Trump. But the question is, who's most likely to beat Joe Biden? Again, if the focus is on Joe Biden, the answer is Joe Biden is the person most likely to beat Joe Biden. If the focus is on Donald Trump, I'm not sure how that election goes. I'm not sure anybody else knows how that election goes. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show is continuing right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be getting into the vaunted Ben Shapiro Show mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member today. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.